What is up, YouTube? Here we are talking about the new Zastava M91 DMR rifle. They actually call it a sniper rifle in the catalog. So this is kind of an unboxing slash review. It's a really nice gun. You only get one magazine. I actually purchased these 3 spare magazines from Atlantic Firearms. Get a sling with it. The scope pouch with some accessories. And then of course the rifle itself. So the fit and finish on this rifle is extremely nice. Overall, it's far superior to, I guess it's comparative, the PSL 54. I owned a PSL 54, and I really liked that rifle. It was a pretty nice rifle. It was fairly accurate. I had some reliability issues with it, but overall it fit the bill for what I was looking for. So these rifles, when they come in, they come with a threaded barrel and a little barrel nut, which you see right here. And they're tack welded on, or supposed to be. The tack weld on this one wasn't even touching the sight block there, so it was pretty easy. I just screwed it right off and ordered the flash suppressor here. Flash hider, I guess, not a suppressor. As they don't come with one. You can purchase that from Atlantic Firearms also. As far as comparison to the PSL, I believe this rifle is far superior to the PSL. The fit, finish, and reliability over the PSL is just so much better. So much better on this gun. The things that I really like about this rifle, the POSP scope is really nice. All the Belarus-made optics are really good. The quality of the rifle itself seems to be very, very nice quality. Fit and finish is really nice on these rifles also. The accuracy of the rifle, I would put 20 rounds through it already. And with some hunting ammunition, brass case hunting ammunition. Zero malfunctions, zero failure to feeds, anything like that. And it was shooting about 1 MOA. I haven't sighted the scope itself in, but the group that it held was about 1 MOA. The things that I really don't like about this gun, it's heavy. It's very heavy. The barrel on this rifle is much thicker than what the PSL would come with, which is a good thing in my opinion. But it makes the rifle extremely front heavy. The stock itself is like a polymer, almost like a plastic of some sort. I like and hate that at the same time, and I'll get to that in a minute. The magazines are expensive. They're not quite as expensive as like PSL magazines or SVT 40 magazines, which are almost impossible to find spare ones for. Atlantic and some other companies sometimes run sales on these, but they're about $65 a piece. One of the other things that I kind of hate about this rifle is they don't make wood stocks for these yet. The first variation of this rifle actually had a milled receiver, not a stamped one like this one has. And they had wooden furniture on those rifles. And nobody seems to carry and or make wood furniture to fit this gun. I don't think surplus M91 furniture would fit this rifle anyway, from the first variation, just because of the stamped versus milled receivers. It's possible, but I'm not really sure, honestly. I'm just making a wild guess here. So the rifle has pretty much a standard SVD style detachable scope rail. just like you would find on your PSL. It's a little different from the PSL side scope rail, but it fits the same kind of scopes. Matter of fact, I actually like this one better than the PSLs. The PSL had some notches in it similar to these, but they were further down, and there's a rivet there that's in the way. They put a notch in there, and I had some problems with scopes on that rifle in the past. This one I did not have any issues with. Another thing that I really like about this gun is it has an adjustable gas system. So it has 3 settings on it. You have a 1, 2, and a 3. And to change these settings, there's a little hole in this disc right here, and you just lift up on this piece of metal here and rotate it. So 1 is the least amount of gas, 2 is like a medium amount of gas, and then 3 is for the most gas you can get. So standard operation, you want to fire this thing in setting number 2, except for break-in. Break-in is supposed to be fired in setting number 3. I've been running mine in setting number 2 without any failure to feeds. This is kind of a break-in period, so I imagine that can give you problems with the action cycling properly. And I believe setting number 1 is designed for in very, very hot conditions. It may be the other way around. The manual tells me. I can't remember. The sling just looks kind of dinky and not all that strong, and I didn't really want to risk tearing it up because this rifle is heavy, guys. This is probably 10 pounds or more. So I just bought kind of like a aftermarket / surplus kind of really thick, heavy sling to put on here. Teardown on this rifle is just like a standard AK, because that's basically what this thing is a huge AK. So you got your dust cover you pull off, then you pull your recoil spring out, and then the bolt and bolt carrier itself, and it slides right out just like an AK does. Really easy disassembly. The gas tube up here, I tried to take it off, but the little latch on the side's really tough to turn, so I just decided to leave it on for this video. But that's pretty much the gist of this thing. Looking on this side, you got a standard AK safety, and then you have a cheek rest, which actually rotates up, and I will say it's not very comfortable. I'm a small guy, so this rifle kind of fits me fairly well with the shorter stock. It's not quite as annoying as a PSL is, but this isn't a whole lot of work. It's not really useful. Is it worth $3,000? That is the big question here. So I bought the rifle brand new, and I did not pay $3,000 for it. Prices on these things were at $3,100 and some odd dollars, plus shipping and everything, when I purchased it. I did not want to pay that. $3,000 is a lot of money, especially for one of these rifles. I went on Gunbroker and found a seller in another state, a gun shop, that were selling these things for much less than the $3,100 that they were retailing for. I picked it up then. So, is it worth $3,000? I don't know. I haven't put 1,000 rounds through it yet to see how well it functioned. So far, I like it better than the PSL. I don't know. PSLs are outrageous right now too for what they are. It really comes down to how bad do you want one. I'm a collector. This is kind of one of my favorite kind of styles of rifles. I wasn't happy with the PSL, so I sold it and went and bought this. I like this much better than the PSL. I think it's the better buy, especially if you're going to spend $2,000, $2,500 on a PSL right now. I would just say put an extra few dollars with it and get one of these. These rifles are the current designated marksman's rifle for the Siberian Army. I'm sure that will influence some collector value eventually. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted one. So I hope this video helps you guys deciding whether you want to buy one of these. And I think I'm going to do a range video on it one day. Things have been kind of busy here, so I try when I can. But give it a thumbs up and give me a subscribe. And I'll try to stay as active as I can on here. And if you guys see anything you want me to do a video review on, please let me know. Surplus Bill out.